across these plains and prairies, Rocky Mountain highs.
What's going on, everybody? Wednesday. Today's Wednesday. First thing in the morning. It is, well, not really first thing, I guess, anymore. It's 9:15. Just got loaded. Got up here about 8. Just got loaded. This load here, I started to talk about it. You know, maybe I didn't. I think I deleted that part of the video on the last one. But this load here is a fluid tank, some sort of cooling tank. We are 15 foot 2 inches wide. I actually measured, we're permitted at 15.2. I actually measured it at 14.9. But there's a couple things sticking out on top. They're about maybe an inch or so. So we're not quite 15.2, but we're probably at least 15 feet. And it is 14.2 high on the ground. And we are currently sitting at 15 foot 9 inches. So 15 foot 9 inches high, 15 foot wide. Got a pull car for running my front for the 15. Obviously you need a pull car for 15 foot 9 inches. We're calling it, I think we permitted 15.10. So we're an inch under our permit. It's a beautiful thing. A couple other guys are loading back there, and we got a chase car for the width. We're almost 15 foot wide, so need a chase car for the width. So I'm gonna have 2 escorts on this run. I'm gonna jump out right now. Just got my paperwork, got it all secured down. Super light, it's only 15,000 pounds. So I'm gonna jump out now and show it to you, and then we'll get on the road. My pull car is putting in a route, so he knows where he's going, and we'll get on the road. Oh, here we go. Parked out on the road right now. Pretty small spot for loading. There's not a whole lot of room in there, so parked out on the road. This is our baby right here. Here's my 2 escorts. This is our baby. I guess these guys got 7 of these things total going. Like I said, it only weighs 15,000 pounds, so we didn't have to put a ton of securement on it. But I had to get enough. Talk about that a little bit. So what I did here, per the customer's request, we X-chained the front, hooked on the outside of that one, so we kept from bending this rail too much, because that rail will actually bend down with the tension of the chain. So we hooked on the outside and came around to get the chain a little bit further back, so we weren't pulling so hard on it. So we got X-chain up here. Now, you probably noticed these 2 straps here. Those 2 straps go all the way up. I'm using those as wire skimmers. Given that that thing's almost 16 foot high, I know we're gonna run into some wires somewhere along the way that are low. So we're using these 2 straps right here to skim the wires up over. If I run across any low wires in my route, those wires are gonna catch that strap and go up and flip up over top of it and just ride on the strap all the way across the back, and then the back side is done the same way. So that's the way we avoid getting straps caught on our load. Got the skimmers done. I did it back the same exact way. This is what this side looks like. Big wide open hole. You can probably hear me echoing. We also did, per the customer's request, we did 2 X-chains on the back here. These ones we hooked on the inside and ran it all the way across. Those ones did the same way. I hooked it on the outside and brought it across. And there's where the skimmers come down the other side. We got a little bit more hanging out on this side. We got 33 inches on that side and like 44 inches on this side. A little bit more hanging on this side because of weight. Because that back wall's in there. It's a lot heavier than that piece up on top. So they needed to keep it this way, plus the piping. They needed to keep it offset this way a little bit to keep it level on the trailer. Otherwise it'd have been leaning pretty good. So, all right, I'm gonna see if my escorts are ready, and we're gonna get on out of here. Hopefully we'll get some good footage of this thing while we're going down the road. Talk to the escorts, they're gonna help me out on that, so it should be super cool. Talk to you soon. tonight into Brooklyn, Iowa at the TA. A couple episodes ago, you saw my brother and I had a bunch of trouble getting out of here, parked over in the corner. So we're not going to do that with this load, but I kind of wanted to show you guys something. This is something that we go through with bigger loads like this. So, something that you got to think about every time you stop or need fuel or whatever. So something I wanted to show you. Currently getting fuel right now. I kind of want to show you what this looks like at a fuel pump with a bigger load like this. So what's going to end up happening here concrete pillar. So, not going to fit. And then the other side looks like this. Surprisingly, we're kind of close to fitting in this one, but it's not gonna make it. So what we're gonna end up having to do here is back out of the pump. I'm gonna have to back up out of the pump, and then my escorts are right back there right now, holding me a parking space. So I'll probably back out of this pump and then go get in that parking space. But I want you guys to see that. This is something that we go through when you got bigger loads like this. You gotta think about this kind of stuff. Like if this parking lot wasn't quite as big as it is, there's a lot of room behind the pump, so I could easily back out of here. But if I wasn't able to do that, what I would have done is get into the parking space, drop the trailer, pull over here and get fuel, and then go back and hook to my trailer. Kind of a big pain in the butt, but certainly better than trying to squeeze through here and damaging the freight or damaging the property of the TA. So, wanted you guys to see that.
Blazing trails across this nation, sea to shining sea. We're the last of the cowboys. We're the last of the cowboys. We're the last of the cowboys. The giddy up go boys.